Guys, I just finished obliterating the sovereigns, and I wanted to give you my tips and tricks on how you can beat them flawlessly too. So listen up and pay attention, because I'm only going to say this once. But I guess you can replay the video until you get it. But let's talk about sovereigns. So breaking this down into Pokemon logic, we have our Elite Four. We have the gym leaders, which are faction leaders, and then the trainers you have to face before you get to any gym leader, the stylist in a faction. Only instead of getting a gym badge for defeating the gym, we get our badges from defeating the Elite Four, which are the sovereigns. Are you following? Great. To unlock the first sovereign or factions in general, you will need to beat Kadru in a styling contest during the Unexplained Coma Incidents quest. This is part 3 of chapter 1, so hopefully you have at least finished chapter 1 to gain access to the factions app and Flourish Stylist. There are 3 factions you will need to defeat in order to face off against any of the sovereigns. The Golden Daisies, the Ebony Scissors, and beyond the basics factions are the factions needed to face the Sovereign of Cool. You won't be able to just face whoever you want first to skip and go straight to faction leaders to challenge the sovereigns. You will need to defeat every single stylist in every single faction to have an audience with the sovereign. To this day, my best cool outfit is still really embarrassing, but you know, it's a lot better and well put together versus the first time I beat the sovereign, so props to me. In order to unlock the next sovereign, make sure you speak to Dada so she can give you the general location to find her. She will also commend you on winning against the sovereign and give you a sovereign medal and materials to craft the Wishful Arosa. To unlock the sovereign of elegance, you will need to defeat all the stylists in Breezy Meadows as they give you information and the mystery behind the Banshee. Once available, the Banshee will appear at Shimmer Pond at night. My biggest tip I can give in defeating the Banshee is definitely using the Fairy Tale Swan outfit if you have been pulling it in the permanent banners. The Sovereign of Sexy is a little bit trickier than the first 2 sovereigns. They're found in the abandoned district inside of Stone Woods, which you unlock during chapter 3 and 4. You will have to beat the 3 factions, Raging Rocks, Rustic Frenzy, and finally Shifty Rags to finally get an audience with the Sovereign. The trick is you are tested by Chally and Pommy right before facing off against the Sovereign of Sexy to finally collect your 3rd medal of the game. Whispers of Waves is extremely helpful during this styling contest. And last but not least is the final sovereign of Fresh. The only way to unlock the final sovereign is honestly through story, as you do need to have the Wishing Woods unlocked. In order to meet the sovereign of Fresh, you will also need to defeat all 3 stylist factions in Wishing Woods and an additional 3 Feywish sprites to face the final stylist boss of the Heartcraft Kingdom. Honestly, thank God for the fireworks event because I have no fresh outfits at all. So I ended up pulling for Dance Till Dawn and glowing up the hair and other fresh accessories to get a win on this one. And with that, let's take a look at ways to defeat any stylist challenge you face, including how to beat the sovereigns. There are 3 major things that come into play with styling competitions. We won't go in super depth since we already have a video for that. If you want more information on that, you can check out this video for a full breakdown. The 3 major things to consider when facing off against anybody for a styling contest is number 1, matching never matters. Number 2, glow up and shiny bubbles. And number 3, residence and permanent banners make a huge difference. Rule number 1, and the first thing you guys need to get out of your pretty heads, is matching does not matter. In fact, I don't think it ever has in the Nikki series. Don't believe me? Have you ever noticed that glorious new recommended feature we have when dressing up for any style battle? Yeah, that button is basically a cheat sheet as to what will help you score the best on whatever theme your style battle is. Trust me. Trust the process. Rule number 2. Your banner pulls make a huge difference in a styling competition. With that being said, our permanent banner looks and limited 4 and 5-star outfits really shine for us here. What really helped me get through most of the sovereign battles were definitely items from the permanent banner, so I would definitely glow those pieces up first. Speaking of glowing up, if you can't win with the recommended feature, it's time to start glowing things up. In order to do this, open up your Pair Pal and select the glow up option. This will give you a look at your entire inventory. You can glow up anything you own in your wardrobe, but I would highly recommend glowing up items you already have the highest scores with. You don't really want to waste resources on 3 and 4 stars unless you absolutely don't have the right style or tag to help along with a competition. We will use the Sovereign of Cool as an example, so the main theme is cool. We will use the filters only to show us items that are in the cool category. Our next step is to use the filter where it arranges the shown items in a certain order order. We want to arrange them by score since we are looking for the highest score in clothing. From here, your highest clothing should appear first on the list. Since we are trying to win and use the best quality we have, we are going to glow up and upgrade the best items, of course. Simply select an item and using the D-pad or mouse to choose how much you want to level it up for. The cost of materials and bling is displayed above the upgrade button. To glow up anything, you will need 3 things: bling, threads of purity, and shiny bubbles. If you don't have any shiny bubbles, consider using vital energy in the realm of escalation to get some more. A few tips I can give is definitely level up the items in a set that have an S or a double S rank, since you will get the best point value out of those when glowing them up. Level up a few items you'll use during your battle and go ahead and test it out on a sovereign. I really hope these tips help you out in defeating the sovereigns and also styling contests in general. If you have any other tips, definitely leave a comment and share it with others. And I will see you guys in the next banner that's coming up extremely soon. Bye bye!